So we're reaching the end of our image now. I used the same red on that, which was permanent red PC122. I've left one of these to show you what I did. I used beige and I think it's PC941. The name is erased again, which I just did around the edge. I just used this around the edge of each of them very lightly, and then burnished and colored in with the beige. Beige is PC997 to do those, and I did exactly the same for these stones. And then burnished there. I did the bow just with this permanent red PC122. Just a moment, please. I don't know if you could hear the boop, 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 boop going on in the background. It was the weirdest thing. One of the toys I have here for my grandchild all of a sudden started making a big loud noise. So as I was saying, the bow, I just used this PC122 and blended it with my Caran d'Ache white pencil. Went over it quite a few times, and I used pumpkin orange for that circle. Okay, so I did this exactly the same as that. So that's all of those, and then I'm on to Mr. Mousy now, and I'm using warm grey 50% PC1054 and lightly going around, just colouring. I want to leave the centre kind of a little bit uncoloured at the moment. Over here, I don't really know about mice all that much, but I think I'm going to give him a pink nose and little pinky ears. He's cute, little Mr. Mice. If I had more time, I would be doing proper fluffy hair, but I don't have time, so I'm just colouring. Now I'm using warm grey 30%, 1052, going over what I've done already very lightly and bringing it in a little bit to get the blend and to build up the colour a little bit. A little beetle. There we are. I don't know what happens to time. Isn't it frustrating how it runs away with you? I do know that it always takes much longer to colour something than I think it's going to. I remember when I started colouring, I was actually quite aghast at how long everything took. I've now come to terms with that by using markers on many things as well, because you can get a hang of a lot more done with markers than you can with pencils. But I do enjoy my pencils. And then I'm using just a very light bit here, 10% warm grey PC1050. I think that may be too pale. I'll have to see. I don't want him to be a threatening looking mouse. I want him to be cute like he is. My grandson has pet mice. They're actually adorable. I never had pet mice as a kid. Have any of you had pet mice? My daughter's a very good parent like that. She had guinea pigs, and now she's into tropical fish, and he's got the mice and of course the cats. I had cats and dogs, but I never went with the rodents. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is clean this blending stump off once again, because I don't want brown on Mr. Mousy. And I'm just going to blend that in, and then I'm going to detail it a little bit with more of the grey. And I was thinking that pretty blue eyes would be rather nice for him. I don't think mice have blue eyes, but he's a special mouse that lives in a pumpkin. Oh, when my kids were little, I had these Enid Blyton Mary Mouse books. I loved reading those to my children. Any of you ever read Enid Blyton? Old Enid Blyton, Magic Faraway Tree. Oh, my kids loved those. I think when your children are young, you just don't realize quite what a blessing it is, and then you're lucky that if you're blessed to have grandchildren, that you get the chance again. Except these days, kids seem to be more into computer games than stories. My kids like stories, though. I've written 2 books for my youngest grandchildren at the moment. One I can't publish because I didn't, I just used photographs on Google and stuff like that, but he loves it. It's about the dustbin truck and coming, and I've put photos of him in and his favorite toys, and I took it down to the printers, not the printers, place where you get photocopies done, and I just bound it there with a ring binder. It was done on the spur of the moment for him, because he's so fascinated with the dustbins. I think with COVID and that, nothing very much happens, so all the energy that goes when the trash truck arrives is a huge thing in his little life. Okay, so just doing that a bit more. Trying to give it the right kind of direction. I'm going to carry this across because the orange from the pumpkin has actually went out the lines and come into Mr. Mouse's ear, which was not my desired effect. Okay, there we are. I'm not very good at colouring animals. Have any of you coloured in the Tatiana Bogima books, which are kind of similar characters to these? They're also very cute. Okay, I so carefully left that all pale. I mustn't go and cover it all up. I want this to be pale. Round and round and round and round. Zoomy, zoomy like a car. And little pink ears. Let me clean the pencil dust off there. So I have PC928, which is blush pink. And I'm going to make that his ears. Her ears. She's got a bow on. She's a lady. She's a lady. What song was that? Taught my pupil just now. Such a talented child. She does, she sings like a dream. And then she does tap dancing and modern dancing, and she's not bad on the piano. I'm always amazed at how accomplished children are these days. So much more so than in my day. Okie dokie, now we're just going to do these little blue eyes. And leave the white for the little highlights. And then I need to color the eyeball in black. There we are. And a little pink nose. Oh, I think she's quite cute. And I have a little black pen here. Just want to go over that a bit. It doesn't work so well over the wax. There we are. And I've got some Jelly Roll glitter ones, and I'm going to make a gold door handle with gel pen. We have to have a bit of glitter, don't we? And I think that what I'm going to do is take the silver, wait, that's metallic silver. I think this is just plain glitter. Just want to try it out. It's sort of silvery, and I'm going to go around here where the light comes out with the silver. Just to have it a bit shiny. And then I think I'm going to make the sparkles in her eyes shiny. There we are with that. And then I'm going to use some fine liners for the grass here. I want the color green that I want. Here we are, palish green. Toy's making that noise again. I'm going to have to unscrew the lid and take the battery out. It's probably that the battery's going flat. So I'm going around that. Now you can tell it's Amazon paper because this bleeds, and it doesn't usually. Just going over all of those. And I think with this particular picture, I'm not going to do a background, basically because I've run out of time. If you'd like to do a background, I'd love to see your background, but I think I'm going to call this finished like this. There we are. So we're done. Let me remove all these things. This room looks an absolute wreck, like you couldn't believe. But I'm quite happy with how this turned out. I hope you like it. and I hope that you've enjoyed colouring along with me. There, I've just zoomed out a bit and get it into screen. I think it's all in there now, and I hope you like how it turned out. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a colourful week, and email me your finished ones if you'd like to, and perhaps I can show them in a future video. If you do email me with them, please give me permission to show them. I don't like to share things that people don't want shared. If you'd just like to send them to me to get some feedback and acknowledgement, then say that as well, please, because so that I don't do something that offends you. Thanks very much. Have a wonderful week. Bye bye now.